Elon Musk shows how to do bug report in Tesla with a mic button. You should be able to press mic button and say bug report, Elon Musk tweeted on Sunday, in response to users reporting issues with the FSD. In some cases it was about collision warnings on hilly roads, when there was actually no car in front of the driver, and in some other cases getting a ding for hard braking against the driver, when it was actually the autopilot that hit the brakes. Elon was asked if people should be able to send bug reports when these kinds of things happen, so they do not count against them. Other users said that collision warning seems to be getting everyone bad ratings on the safety score. Yet another user said, I'm getting randomly dinged for using 4 to 5 on some rides, being super extra careful. Other rides are perfect and I'm doing the same driving. Generally speaking, there are 5 levels of self-driving or automated driving. The classification of the development stages up to the self-driving vehicle comes from the Society of Automotive Engineers, SAE, and describes the extent to which the vehicle may take over the tasks of the driver. The levels range from 0 with no assistance systems at all to level 5, which describes fully autonomous driving. The details are as follows. Level 0, no automation. The driver is completely responsible for controlling the vehicle, performing tasks like steering, braking, accelerating or slowing down. Level 0 vehicles can have safety features such as backup cameras, blind spot warnings and collision warnings. Even automatic emergency braking, which applies aggressive braking in the event of an imminent collision, is classified as level 0 because it does not act over a sustained period. Level 1, driver assistance. At this level, the automated systems start to take control of the vehicle in specific situations, but do not fully take over. An example of level 1 automation is adaptive cruise control, which controls acceleration and braking, typically in highway driving. Depending on the functionality, drivers are able to take their feet off the pedals. Level 2, partial automation. At this level, the vehicle can perform more complex functions that pair steering, lateral control, with acceleration and braking, longitudinal control, thanks to a greater awareness of its surroundings. Level 2 Plus, advanced partial automation. While Level 2 Plus is not one of the officially recognized SAE levels, it represents an important category that delivers advanced performance at a price consumers can afford. Level 2 Plus includes functions where the vehicle systems are essentially driving, but the driver is still required to monitor the vehicle and be ready to step in if needed. By contrast, Level 3 represents a significant technology leap, as it is the first level at which drivers can disengage from the act of driving, often referred to as mind off. At Level 3, the vehicle must be able to safely stop in the event of a failure, requiring much more advanced software and hardware. Examples of Level 2 Plus include highway assistance or traffic jam assistance. The ability for drivers to take their hands off the wheel and glance away from the road ahead for a few moments makes for a much more relaxing and enjoyable experience, so there is strong consumer interest. Level 3, Conditional automation. At Level 3, drivers can disengage from the act of driving, but only in specific situations. Conditions could be limited to certain vehicle speeds, road types and weather conditions. But because drivers can apply their focus to some other task, such as looking at a phone or newspaper, this is generally considered the initial entry point into autonomous driving. Nevertheless, the driver is expected to take over when the system requests it. For example, features such as traffic jam pilot mean that drivers can sit back and relax while the system handles it all: acceleration, steering and braking. In stop-and-go traffic, the vehicle sends an alert to the driver to regain control when the vehicle gets through the traffic jam and vehicle speed increases. The vehicle must also monitor the driver's state to ensure that the driver resumes control, and be able to come to a safe stop if the driver does not. Level 4, High automation. At this level, the vehicle's autonomous driving system is fully capable of monitoring the driving environment and handling all driving functions for routine routes and conditions defined within its operational design domain, ODD. The vehicle may alert the driver that it is reaching its operational limits if there is, say, an environmental condition that requires a human in control, such as heavy snow. If the driver does not respond, it will secure the vehicle automatically. Level 5, Full automation. Level 5 capable vehicles are fully autonomous. No driver is required behind the wheel at all. In fact, Level 5 vehicles might not even have a steering wheel or gas/brake pedals. Level 5 vehicles could have smart cabins so that passengers can issue voice commands to choose a destination or set cabin conditions such as temperature or choice of media. With Level 5 we have arrived at actual autonomous driving. Unlike the previous levels, neither driving ability nor a driving license are required to use the vehicle. The driver becomes a pure passenger. According to the Washington Post, This weekend's release would make it available to those who have purchased the now $10,000 software upgrade, and those who have purchased a subscription from Tesla for about $100 to $200 per month, if they can first pass Tesla's safety monitoring. Also, in a short email to employees over the weekend and obtained by Electric, Tesla CEO Elon Musk thanked Tesla workers for the hardcore delivery push, and said this week will be Tesla's most intense delivery week ever. Tesla has been known to have intense end-of-quarter delivery pushes due to its distribution system, which is very different from other automakers that use third-party dealerships. Since Tesla sells directly to customers, the automaker owns the vehicle until it is fully delivered to the buyer and paid for. Electric's Fred Lamberto notes that it results in transit times being extremely important for Tesla financially, since the automaker takes on the cost of building those cars and doesn't get any money until the customers can actually pick them up. Therefore, when Tesla has a lot of vehicles in transit at the end of a quarter, the quarter looks bad for them financially. It's why Tesla tries to build vehicles for exportations at its Fremont factory and Gigafactory Shanghai early in the quarter, and vehicles for local deliveries later, in order to allow for transit time by the end of the quarter. However, this strategy results in Tesla's sales and delivery team having to handle significant volumes of vehicles to deliver toward the end of each quarter, which are called delivery waves or delivery pushes. The third quarter of 2021 is ending this week, and it sounds like this delivery push is particularly intense. Earlier this month, we reported on Musk telling employees in a company-wide call that this is the craziest month of deliveries Tesla, TSLA, will ever have. In the new email sent this weekend, the CEO is saying that it comes down to the last week. Musk previously disclosed that Tesla built a lot of vehicles earlier this quarter that had to sit with missing parts for a while due to supply chain issues. The parts were added by service teams later, which contributed to pushing deliveries toward the end of the quarter. In the email, the CEO also reiterated previous comments that delivery pushes should be more manageable in the future. Hopefully, a lot easier next quarter. Musk said that Tesla could let more deliveries slip into next year, but the main difference maker when it comes to flattening the delivery waves is going to be Gigafactory Berlin, which is going to reduce the need for vehicles to be exported from Gigafactory Shanghai and Fremont factory. It is going to both shorten transit times and increase production capacity for local demand throughout the entire quarter. However, while Tesla is expected to start Model Y production at Gigafactory Berlin next month, the production ramp is expected to take a year. We likely won't see a significant impact until next year. In another relevant news, Tesla CEO Elon Musk briefly appeared during the opening ceremony of the 2021 World Internet Conference in Wuzhen, China recently. During his appearance via video, Musk confirmed that Tesla would increase investment and R&D efforts in China. Tesla will continue to expand our investment and R&D efforts in China. Tesla hopes to contribute to build a digitized future of shared benefits, responsibilities, and governance, he said. Last month, Tesla China's R&D Center was reportedly nearing completion. The R&D Center will be designing the prototype of Tesla's highly anticipated $25,000 car. The EV automaker's career page reveals that Tesla China has opened several jobs for its R&D Center. Currently, the R&D Center has opened the positions listed below. An operations specialist/lab expert. An R&D operations specialist/expert prototype shop. A test equipment/maintenance technician. A program manager for R&D process and tooling development. 2 R&D engineers for the interior trim team. The conference's theme was a move towards a new era of digital civilization and working together to build a community within a shared future in cyberspace. Keeping with the theme, Musk answered a few questions about artificial intelligence, digital technology, and data security. Let me know please your thoughts in the comments section below. Please also subscribe to Torque News YouTube channel for daily Tesla news and give us thumbs up if you find this report informative. I will see you soon in our next report.